I don't really know. What are the really popular subjects right now? Over them. What? Well,
Yes. Fucking wowie zowie. Yes, wowie zowie. Okay. Okay, let me fix this shit real quick, because I think I did this fucked up. I think I should have done this not fucked. No. Wowie zowie. Yes, wowie zowie. Wowie zowie. Okay. Okay, let me fix this shit real quick, because I think I did this fucked up. I think I should have done this not fucked. Say something, please.
yo.
Ah. Wowie zowie. Okay. Okay, let me fix this shit real quick, because I think I did this fucked up. I think I should have done this not fucked. Say something, please.
Yo.
Okay, okay. That was fixed. Okay, popular subjects. I got sidetracked. We'll talk about the economy, psychology.
Yeah, sure.
Wait, why are we talking about the economy? Common subjects and streaming. Did you hear that people, some people do not like being misgendered and fucking. Did you hear about that? What?
Uh, yeah, heard about it.
I hey, I identify as he slash him. No, I identify as Nick slash her. Repeat my pronouns. I identify as
He, him.
no. So I identify as Nick
No, I'm not.
slash her. Oh, funny monkey. Ho. Oh fuck. Training topics. Yes. Python. That's stupid. I don't want to talk about Python. I don't want to talk about tampons.
I'm Ponzi, who?
Let's talk about the female clitoris. Hey, y'all want to hear a Helen Keller joke?
Sure.
What's Helen Keller's dog's name?
I don't know what.
Hey, why did Helen Keller's dog run away?
Why?
Because if my name was I run away too. Oh, holy shit! I'll crack myself up. Fucking dark humor. Do you just want to tell jokes the rest of the night? Like,
Sure.
I've watched this movie recently. It's called My Suicide or whatever shit. It was fucking dark and morbid. I
Yeah.
didn't like that movie. That movie had a dude hanging in it. I didn't like it. Made me scared. I just got my doctor's test results, and I'm really upset about it. It turns out I want to be a doctor.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Do you get that joke?
Yeah.
Hey, my grief counselor died. He was so good I didn't even care. Today I asked my phone Siri, why am I single? It activated my front camera. Hey, a man wakes up from a coma. His wife changes out her black clothes. Irritated remarks, I cannot really depend on you for anything, can I? Hey, what? Hey, what's a racist? What's a racist dyslexic say?
What?
I hate gingers.
Oh.
Oh shit, that's racist as fuck. My uncle Frank died. He wanted his cremations to be buried in his favorite beer mug. His last gift was to be a Frankenstein. God damn it, a Frankenstein. A Frankenstein, god damn it. Oh, you got any jokes?
No.
Just, do you want to Yo, diddle dee dee, suck my balls and suck my pee. Whoa! Hey, let's watch the GTA 6 trailer, cause I never, wait, let's watch this, let's react to this dude called The 5 Dumbest Ways to Get High. Okay.
You want Fortnite
Let's
skins.
sniper wolf it, dude.
How fun will it be to stop worrying
All
about
right. I
default
think I have one
drugs
now.
or
Alright.
Don't challenge death to a pillow fight unless you're prepared for the Reaper's cushion.
God damn it. Right, you see that you see it, I'm streaming?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was playing fucking mood. Okay. Game cat. I don't wanna watch that. I want to add a fucking damn thing. A window capture. Gah.
Oh, this one's good.
Alright.
All right, I'm gonna say it. My mom died when we couldn't remember her blood type. As she died, she kept telling us to be
Poor man's
positive,
vacation. If you can't afford to visit Disney, then
but
getting
it's
goofy.
hard without her.
Do you see what I'm watching right now?
No.
Look at the
Is the next best thing. But when you're a struggling college student, you don't always have the luxury of taking hits from a volcano. So here are the 7 dumbest ways I've gotten high. Number 1, Bible paper. My pastor is always telling me the answers are in the Bible, and he was right. So when I ran out of rolling papers, I turned to the scripture for some assistance. Besides, the Bible basically encourages you to get high. Moses talked to a burning bush. It's just a translation error to he smoked that good kush. So I ripped out my favorite section of the Bible, Leviticus 25, 44, 46. Your male and female slaves are to come from nations around you. From them, you may buy slaves. And I got my black homie together for a good smoke sesh. Was it a good idea? Hell no. Smoking ink is basically speed running your way to cancer. But inhaling ignorance and exhaling happiness was a great bonding experience for me and Jamal or Samuel or Malik. I don't know. They all look alike. Number 2, gravity bong.
Yeah,
You ever wondered what it'd be
watching
like if your lungs collapsed? Well, then a gravity bong may be right for you. All you need is a lighter, a 2-liter bottle, a bucket, some water, and something to hold a herb in. Then it's
Yeah.
real simple. You cut off the bottom of the 2-liter, stick it in water, burn a hole in the cap so you can place a bowl, and voila, you now have a time machine. Because believe me, you will not remember the next 3 hours. You see, normally you breathe smoke into your lungs, but a gravity bong forces smoke into your lungs. Think of it like partying with Lizzo. It sounds like fun till you wake up eating a banana from a cooter, wondering how you got here. Number 3, spoofs. In college, the hardest part of smoking was finding a place to do it. Your options were either the woods or your dorm. And campus police were like boners in 5th grade, and they would just randomly show up. So the dorm was much safer, but everyone knows weed is quite smelly, especially if you get some dank stuff. The most basic way to mitigate this problem is by making a spoof. Real simple. All you need to do is take a toilet paper roll and put some dryer sheets at the end with a rubber band. That way your dorm smells like lavender breeze rather than pure skunk. Now, do spoofs work? Not really. It's basically like smoking weed in a laundromat. Number 4, roaches. And no, I'm not talking about Andrew Tate. I'm talking about the very end of a joint or blunt. You see, every breadcrumb of weed is valuable when you're poor, so I'd make sure to smoke every ounce of paper. And of course, I didn't have a roach clip, so my homies and I are just playing hot potato, trying to take a puff before we burned our hands. But the worst thing that we're all guilty of is tossing a roach, then being so much of a crackhead that you pick it back up. I just wanted one last hit, you tell yourself, while smoking pure ash. Nowadays, like Fox News, if I see even a little bit of darkness, I get rid of it. Number 5, hot knives. This may be the dumbest way to get high on this list. For those unfamiliar with this way of toking, all you need to do is take 2 knives and stick them in the coils of your stove. Then you wait for them to heat up and put your herb on it, allowing you to inhale melted steel while also destroying your silverware. Would it be more cost-effective to just buy a $20 bowl? Of course, but you're not thinking logically when drugs are involved. It's the same reason your buddy didn't pull out. We're both just looking for a little dopamine rush. And on top of the dumbest, this has to be the most dangerous. Like I'm looking to get lit, not burnt. Number 6, hotboxing, which answers the question, why breathe when you can smoke? Anyone who's smoked the sticky icky has hotbox before, whether it's in your car.
Did you see that shit?
Yeah.
God
I heard
damn.
of hot.
Dude, this dude's fucking funny as fuck. Wait, someone texted me? Tornadoes. Did I say that? Oh. No, what?
Your closet, airport bathroom on 9/11. I've had so many great conversations I'll never remember. But what I do remember is my friends trying to one-up each other by seeing how long they can hold in a hit. You ever play this game where you take a massive rip and try not to breathe? So dumb. There's no quicker way to add a chromosome than playing the not breathing pissing contest. Number 7, nasty edibles. Remember that time your friend tried to make edibles and didn't know what the fuck he was doing? Convinced you to throw down for half an ounce that he wasted by not cooking the butter long enough? Now you're eating charred plant matter with a hint of brownie, convincing yourself that you're high, while the only thing lit is your oven? You see, it's not like nowadays where some white woman in an All Lives Matter shirt teaches you simple can of butter recipes while occasionally throwing in how all black people are criminals. The struggle was real for stoners back in the day. And it was even worse when the recipe worked and you OD'd by eating too many. Now you can't stop looking at your friend's cat that you convinced is homophobic. Faggot. So those are the dumbest ways I used to get high. What are the stupidest ways you guys have gotten high? Please, let me know down in the comments. And just remember, it's not peer pressure, it's just your turn.
You know what you want to do. Oh, you want to push that subscribe button. Oh, push the button. Push the button.
What the?
Game.
The ending.
You're not ready for it.
You know what it was? Subscribe button.
Okay, what do you want to watch next?
I don't know.
We got Quarantine Nostalgia. Illegal Find Dumb. Oh yeah, watch that. Gym class be like, Adderall is the greatest. Pulled over high. Grandpa's freezing. Help, I
Oh.
survived 10 bombs. Which one? What? Found a good one.
Sure.
Are there things you can't joke about? No, of course not. There will always be people that get butthurt over a joke. Recently, I made a mentally challenged joke and someone yelled at me saying, "Hey, what if you had a kid that came out developmentally disabled?" I said, "How dare you?" developmentally disabled is derogatory and hurtful. I prefer the term Pop-Tart. Now, if my kid was a Pop-Tart, I'd be so excited. I'd bring him to the store dressed as the Dark Knight as he's yelling, no, 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 Batman. He's knocking all the soups off the shelf, but you can't yell at him. If anything, someone will make a viral TikTok that shows how much of an awesome father I am. What I'm really saying is Pop-Tarts are a great tool in order to gain clout. It's like having a dog that wears pants. It's impossible to look away. And sure, there are some downsides, like he can't write his name without killing himself, and he can't take a piss without biting his tongue, but there are so many upsides. Think about how much easier it is to plan your day compared to a regular kid. You're never caught off guard with, Dad, come watch my soccer practice. Your kid's legs are deader than Heath Ledger in a hotel lobby. The only balls he's kicking are the ornaments on your Christmas tree. Having a Pop-Tart is like becoming rich. You can park in front of any store, get to skip the lines at Disney World, and when you're tired, you can have someone drive you around. Now, some people are going to get upset over your parenting skills, but just respond back with, hey, I don't tell you how to raise your toaster. If anything, they're jealous. They wish they could slap their kid in the face without having Child Protective Services called on them, but they can't. Not my fault you were cursed with a normie. And don't let the liberal media convince you they deserve the same rights as people. There's a movie called I Am Sam, based off a true story where a mentally challenged fellow is trying to gain custody of a 7-year-old girl. Spoiler alert, he doesn't. And all I can think about while watching this is, how could you root for that guy? He's retarded and wants to be responsible for a child? What do you think would happen day one? Have a good day at school. Dad, this is the post office. See you later. I find that offensive is one of the dumbest phrases in the human language. Who am I even offending? Retarded people aren't watching this video. They're too busy nibbling on their own hands. You know what offends me? The slogan autism speaks. No, it doesn't. Bleh. Is a noise, not a word. I could shake a bunch of maracas, but I'm not holding a conversation. And you know autism speaks is sponsored by Build-A-Bear? How is a child gonna hug a bear whose arms are crossed the entire time? And why do you never see any of them on TV? Every show has an idiot people find funny. The Office has Kevin, Parks and Rec has Andy, The Late Show with Jimmy Fallon has Jimmy Fallon. People love to laugh at stupid people. That's why we should televise the Special Olympics. Gary is about to set a new high dive record at 2 feet. Let's see if he makes it. Well, looks like Gary is drowning. Probably shouldn't have strapped himself into the chair first. Let's see if the lifeguard is able to save, and she's been knocked unconscious. Well, at least Gary will die doing what he loved, assaulting people trying to help him. And Pop-Tarts can be mean, too. I used to work at a psych center with this patient named Stacy that was always biting me. Sure, I would throw away all of her food, but that's because she never put out. Why else would I work the night shift if it wasn't to smash a toaster strudel? Her mouth was always wet. How could I say no? Besides, I was a virgin and just wanted my first time to be special. What was I talking about again? Oh, that's right. Things you can't joke about. If you get upset over a joke, then that's on you. Your triggers are your responsibility. It isn't the world's obligation to tiptoe around you. I mean, at the end of the day, don't we all wish we were more retarded? Knowing the finite nature of our existence is depressing. I feel like I'm just one can of paint away from living my life carefree. Butterfly, pretty.
You know what you want to do? Oh,
Jeez.
That fucking was funny as fuck.
Yeah, I bet his comments are gold.
I'm a Pop-Tart and find this funny. I have cerebral palsy. I really get offended by jokes like this.
And what do you say? Like, he commented, sounds like you
Yep.
you have a great sense of humor.
Mimiski.
Sounds like a nice dude.
Personally, to me, with mental disabilities, if you don't joke about this, us too, you're ableist. Ableism is the definition of treating disabled people differently than able people. We need more people like you who actually include us in everything. We do really do appreciate all the it's good humor, man. Representation of has been positive and completely serious. That offends me. I appreciate the support, Captain Grony. Grony Shabroni.
Porofessor is an in-game desktop app. Once the game starts, Porofessor scouts your opponents.
Doing acid is a wild experience that I tried to peer pressure all of my friends into doing with me. My first time was just 1 week ago when I made an epic phone call. Yo, Roman, I've got a proposal. Yeah? What's up, massive legend? We gotta take acid so I can make a video about it. Instantly, I knew Roman would be on board because he lacks impulse control. Now that I had someone on board, I could make this a thing and everyone I know would drop LSD with me. Or so I thought. Nobody else actually wanted to do acid, but
Dude, have we been on live for 20 minutes now?
Yeah.
Bruh, my fucking cognitive is probably coming. Have you noticed my cognitivity is coming back? I'm getting a little bit more.
What is that?
Have you noticed that I'm getting more fucking cognizant than I was?
Oh.
I can fucking speak like a normal human being. Remember this one.
What's the dumbest thing you've done in school? Because mine was getting both drunk and high the day before my final. It was my sophomore year of college, and I spent most of it being a straight-edged loser. Oh, alcohol is just a crutch, and I can have fun without it, I'd convince myself. Not realizing drugs are like social lube. You could raw dog and talk to a stranger, but it's way easier if you butter yourself up first. So it's the day before my English final, and I was not in a good place. My girl broke up with me a few weeks earlier, and I was still hurting. I was starting to enter that fucking state of mind where I'm like, consequences? Who cares about those? So the night before my final, I'm walking around campus trying to get my head right when I hear friends having a party in their dorm room. I knock on the door and they're like, shh, quiet, quiet, quiet. Who is it? I'm like, it's Steve. They're like, hey, homie, you can come in, but we're drinking, so I don't know if you want to get involved with this. Basically meaning it's illegal to drink on campus, so if I get caught there, I'm screwed. But I'm like, yeah, it's all good. You mind if I come in? They're like, yeah, of course. So I'm chilling for a bit, but to be honest, I'm being kind of a Debbie Downer. My buddy, seeing them in a depressed mood, offers me a beer, and I was like, sure. Buddy's like,
You suck. Kiss my nuts. I fucking get it. Hey, I was trying to play like a preacher shy, dude. This game sucks. I like playing games. Fuck! This game sucks. I want to play games as they are easier.
Did you hear my shit during that?
What?
Do you hear this shit?
You fucker! Oh, we want that bad fucker, dude. That thing sucks. Wowie zowie.
Dude, this was like
Wowie wow.
before I called you.
Wowie zow. Wow 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 zow. Wowie zowie.
Oh, what?
Wowie 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 bow wow boo. I don't know how to play this game very good.
Fucking, I'm a complainer.
When the... When the what?
Window to the wall! Ba 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 ba! Excuse me, motherfucker!
Fart box. Top walks. Cup box.
Fart.
Ooh, wowie zowie. Ooh, I'm feeling good. I got a girl. Yeah, suck. Yeah. Ah! You suck. That game sucky hard.
Wow! Wow!
Who said that?
That was me. That's all me. Me making random
Oh,
noises.
okay. I was gonna say.
This game hard.
My side pointed my primal fucking caveman. This game hard! God damn it, dude. You see how my speech pattern went from educated person to fucking
This game's weird.
to fucking caveman.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Fuck.
Bad tornadoes. Tornadoes. Tornadoes.
Tornadoes.
Hey! We're called nostalgia.
Fuck, I sound like a tar.
I wanna play game! Ah!
Is that just you in there, or?
Bro, that was like I've been recording my voice for the last like 20 minutes. That's only 3 minutes of all that. So, bro, how do you like my precognitive nativity?
It's alright.
I sound like a fucking 2-year-old whining. I don't have a brain. I didn't have a brain cell left. Hey, like I kept saying, hey, like fucking damn, dude.
Like, wait, are you serious? Bro, Steve's gonna drink. For real? Yeah, buddy. About time. So they all crowd around me like a big titty Asian at the club, waiting for me to take my first sip. I take a massive chug and immediately was like, this tastes like dog shit. Buddy's like, it's Keystone Light. What did you expect? I'm like, do you have anything to chase this with? He's like, to chase beer with? I mean, there's juice boxes in the fridge. Give me. So I continue to guzzle beer while taking little bitch sips from my juice box. Eventually I get 3 beers in and I feel this wave of happiness come over me. I'd officially entered the tipsy phase, and here came my first problem. Volume control. See, I already have a booming voice. Combine this with alcohol, and I can get quite loud, which is not good when illegally drinking in a dorm room. So my friends are like, bro, I'm glad you're drinking with us, but you need to keep it
Where
down
you
a little.
go?
I'm like, oh, geez, I'm so sorry. You're right. Anyway, you guys want to play Mario Kart? Like, no matter how many times I was told to keep quiet, I just get fluctuating back to way too loud. Then I get a text from my friend Tracy, and that's when I experienced the second effect of alcohol, beer goggles. My desire to pork my friend, like my Johnson, rose dramatically. You see, sober me found Tracy to be a 6, but tipsy me, Tracy moved to a 7 real fast. I'm like, does beer always make you this horny? And they're like, no, going through puberty makes you forever horny, but beer will make you smash people you weren't originally into. Anyway, we continued hanging out, drinking, playing Mario Kart, when my buddy starts rolling a joint. And since I was in such a good mood from the alcohol, I'm like, you mind if I smoke with you guys? And my homies just looked at each other smiling like, damn dude, we've waited all year for you to say that to us. So my buddy rolls up a fatty and we head to the woods. Being a noob who's never smoked before, I didn't know how to properly inhale. So on the first hit, I just held it in my mouth and it never got into my lungs. My buddy was like, just swallow it. And I'm like, I ain't no hoe. He's like, no, just swallow the smoke. That way you'll know it to pass by your lungs and you won't just waste it by putting it in your mouth. So I take a hit, swallow it, and pass it to the right. By the third hit, something in me snapped, and for whatever reason, I started pretending I was a black preacher. My brothers, we are gathered on these green pastures to smoke that sticky icky. And if you feel the power of the Lord inside of you, give me a praise Jesus. Praise Jesus. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. If you feel the power of the Holy Spirit inside of you, give me a praise Jesus. Then we see a light turn on in a house near us, and I yell, cheese it, boys. We all book it back to campus. When we get back to the dorms, we have to check in at the front. And I'm still in character saying, hello there, children of God. They're like, the fuck. And as soon as I get 2 steps past them, I say way too loudly, do you think they know I was high? Buddy is like, yeah, I think they might have an idea. So I get back to my room at exactly 2:23 a.m., and this is where the story gets interesting. You see, I had my English final the next morning at 8 a.m., and when my alarm goes off at 7:45, I'm like, oh shit. I'm still fucked up. So I go to class super paranoid that people are gonna think I'm on drugs. I sit down, try not to make eye contact with anyone when the person behind me asks, do you think we need a pencil? And I was so out of it, I just said, God works in mysterious ways. The teacher eventually hands out the exam, and I'm going through it while progressively getting distracted, like, okay, how many sonnets did Shakespeare write? Is that a butterfly? Butterfly pretty. Tits, focus. Eventually, I get through all the multiple choice questions, but at the end of the exam, there were 2 questions you needed to write out a paragraph for. And I was like, oh no.
That's the end of the podcast. Not much of a podcast, but it's the end. Cast, yeah.